Hello again. So today we are going to look at the past continuous and future continuous tense, which is something that we talked about last time. So last time we talked about the present continuous tense, and as a refresher, that means we are showing an action that is happening currently. So the way to do that, we add to the verb ing. So for example, I am eating. And this is known again as the present continuous tense. And this means that the action is happening right now. I am eating. I am walking. This here, when you see ing, can be confusing when we talk about the past continuous and the future continuous. As I've stated previously, in the present continuous, the ing represents an action that is happening at the moment. So when we talk about regular past tense, we change the verb in the sense of I learned at school. And we know that in the past tense, we add ed to a verb, and that makes it past tense. Now, this where it gets confusing is the past continuous and the future continuous, but there is a difference from the simple past. So here we have I learned at school, which is the simple past. And this means an action happened. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a year ago. What we know with the simple past is the action happened and is completed without a specific time. And then we here now introduce what is known as the past continuous. And this is a lot different from the simple past, and it makes it confusing because we are following the same formula that I've discussed in the past, which is subject, be, verb, adding the ing at the end. Of course, in the past tense of be becomes was, right? Or were if it's depending on the subject. I was eating. And this sentence alone is completely okay. I was eating. Now, what is the difference between simple past and past continuous? With the past continuous, the main difference is this event happened while another event was happening at the same time or shortly after. So what this means is I was eating, and I can complete the sentence there depending on the conversation, right? If the question was, if the dialogue rather was person A says, what were you doing when it rained yesterday? I was eating. That's it, complete. And we can assume, just based off person A's question, that they were eating when it rained yesterday, right? Now, of course, a more complete sentence would be, I was eating when it rained yesterday, right? Now, if person A didn't ask that question, and I made a simple statement, I was eating when it rained yesterday. We used the past continuous, ing, because there was another event happening at the same time when it rained, right? So there are two actions happening simultaneously or shortly after. And shortly after can be something like, I was walking, I was walking, ing, during the movie. Okay, these two events are happening at the same time. during, or I could say after the movie. I was walking before the movie. So the timeline essentially is they're all in the past tense, happening at the same time. Now, if I said to compare from the simple past to the past continuous, I was walking before the movie. In comparison, it would be I walked yesterday. And here, both sentences are correct, but the difference is I was walking before the movie. So we have event A and B. Event A is when we went to watch a movie, or the movie in this case, and then event B, walking, right? Two actions, and this is more specific. It gives the audience or the person we're speaking to an idea of when two events happened. If I said I walked yesterday, it could have been anywhere from 12 a.m. to 12, midnight to the following midnight, 11:59 p.m. That entire time represents yesterday, and that's not very specific. The person we are speaking to, or the audience rather, can imagine or assume, oh, he probably took a walk in the morning yesterday, or it could have been after work, right? And so if we want to be more specific, we state a past continuous sentence for two actions, and it gives us a more clear picture of timeline. So I was walking in the morning. And this, of course, represents a location, right? Preposition of place or time. I was walking in the morning after I ate breakfast. Now we have a more complete thought. This again represents one action, and this is another verb that we know took place after I ate breakfast. So I ate breakfast, then I went for a walk. Okay, so hopefully that helps demonstrate a little bit. Same formula, subject be verb, but with the ing because it's continuous, and then past tense for be, which again, depending on the subject, was, I was, you were, they were, we were, right? She was. And of course, questions, please leave in the video, things like that, and I would be more than happy to help out. The next thing I would like to demonstrate, very similar, is actions can continue in the future tense, right? So this here is a little different because we add the word will. So if we're looking for a simple formula, we have subject, will, be, and then our verb with the ing. If again, this is the general rule, I would say. There are always exceptions to the rules, but this is a lot easier because if we're looking at a present continuous, we know I am walking. Okay, subject, be, verb. Okay, and that's something we may be similar with if you've watched the past video. And then now we want to talk about the future tense, I will be walking. And the idea and concept is the same with past continuous. The action is going to happen in the future before or shortly after another event or verb or action, right? And so I will be walking. Complete thought depends on the dialogue, the conversation that's had, what the audience may already know and can assume. I will be walking when everyone is at work, right? Again, this is a more complete statement if it were a statement in and of its own, but if I am talking with another person and I say, hey, what will you be doing when I am at work? So person A says, what will you be doing tomorrow when I am at work? I can say, I will be walking. That's it. Because we know in the question, we have an action that is going to be happening or that we are referring to. And then our second verb that will be happening simultaneously before, during, or after this event or this verb, I will be walking. So just a short video, a very, very important concept to understand, of course. If further elaboration is needed, please leave comments in the videos, like, share, give me feedback. I want to make these videos better, reach a bigger audience, help you guys, of course, learn English. And of course, the difference with in class, I find the value in these videos is you can pause it, you can rewatch it, you can ask questions. Whereas when I'm teaching in class with you, I make a statement, and if you're not writing everything down, or it's very easy for things to get lost in conversation. So yeah, please like the videos, share it. I'll be adding translations shortly, and I'll be making more videos hopefully today and tomorrow. Thank you.